So when it's recording, that's what it looks like. It should be red. Am I right? Hill, they were going to make a killing with the indigo. And we now have an international businesswoman during colonial times. Something absolutely unheard of.
See, that's a car, though.
I might be picking up on the car. So let's kind of get into the weird stuff, because that's why you guys are all here. All the communication devices, I'm going to give you a set of focus questions. I'm going to put something in perspective because we are a large team, as we've already mentioned that several times. If somebody's asking a question, that answer can go to any of the 3 cameras we're using, my voice recorder, or any of the other communication devices. So if Amy's asking a question, you might get the answer. We don't know. So if you decide to go rogue away from the questions that I give you, just be respectful, first off, and no yes, no questions. Let's get some true answers out of this woman.
I see ghosts.
So, 1 second. I'm going to have to debunk a lot of things with that one.
Whoa, that's a big one.
How high? We are fortunate enough to only have 2 cars here. So just stay away from the cars altogether. If somebody's passing through the lot, just go in the opposite direction. Nice and slow. So let's crank up those spirit boxes. Stella, hit that button. Get that thing warmed up.
I pressed it.
Age. How? Where?
I'm hearing stuff.
Present. You can either say these things out loud, or you can just focus on it. So I call them focus on it. I'm here every night. It's not like she doesn't know what you're talking about.
Eliza, what's your favorite color? Eliza, how many children did you have? How many children did you have, Eliza?
Mom, tell me if you see something.
Okay.
I hear someone running. Mom, I heard music.
You heard music coming out of your machine? Tell Nick. Eliza. Eliza. What did you hear?
I heard a girl.
A girl in there?
Yeah.
What'd she say?
Holy Elijah, if you're here with me right now, I have a couple questions. I just want to know what your favorite color is. I'm not trying to be suspicious. You are very pretty. I'm so sorry you died. So can you say what your favorite color is? Don't be scared. My name's Stella. Elijah?
Eliza.
Eliza? My name's Stella. Please don't hurt me.
I heard that. Did she say hi?
Fine. Okay.
What do you got now? Eliza. What do you got? Her real name was Elizabeth. Eliza. This, so you actually need to stay close. Is this mom here?
If anyone's over here, I just want to say, what's your favorite color? I'm not saying anyone specific, because I don't know where you are. I just want to know your favorite color. I'm very nice. My name is Stella. I have no idea
Well, we're...
Did you see it? What is
100.
Visited.
Visited.
100 visited. 100 visited.
Wow. Okay.
No, 100. 100 visited.
Is that what she said?
No, 100 visited. Hello. All I want to know is what's your favorite color? I'm gonna ask a couple of questions.
Okay.
I don't want you to be scared of me. I'm very sweet. My name is Ella. I only know one person because my guide tour told me I only know
Eliza.
Eliza. So I don't know anyone else.
Where's Eliza's spirit?
Come on, please. Will you please tell me where
Eliza's...
Vinix?
Phoenix? Well, he's going to listen to that back so we can figure that out. Let's go.
Oh God, I'm so scared. I'm not scared.
Let's go over here. Let's see if we can hear some spirits over here. Eliza, did you have any children?
No, he said don't talk about the children.
Oh, forget the children.
Easy.
Easy. I heard easy.
Hello. Vidi. Mom.
Yeah.
I just recorded a song that I know. There's a song that goes, ah, and they played it. Do you know the song that goes like, ah? Anyone? Hello? Can you say hello back, please?
She could be saying hello back, but then catching it on one of the other devices.
Hello?
Well, I just mark it down for the location.
Hello? What's your favorite color?
How about let's ask her, how old was she when she died?
Eliza, how old were you when you died?
You've got some activity in that thing, huh?
Beans.
Beans? Wonder if she grew beans in her garden.
When you weren't here, I did ask, what did you? Oh my God.
To tell Nick?
Weird groovy.
Groovy? Okay.
I don't know.
How's our word list coming? What do you got?
I have horses, office.
Keep looking.
If you notice,
Eliza, did you love your house here?
motion.
Motion. She might have said purple to somebody else.
Come on, talk with me, babe.
Robert, you got anything going on? Yep, have it on. Yeah, you can just carry that. That's why. And I normally hand that to the smaller people in the group because kids with tablets, nobody suspects that they're filming anything.
Exactly. Nobody knows.
That's the reason why I went straight to her with that. I'm like, yeah, it's gonna be perfect.
Totally. She loves an iPad.
I was so low. I heard zebra.
Okay, all right.
I heard
Let's
zebra.
go put it here.
Kind of sounds like
Huge.
zebra. This
Zigzag.
part is where I thought someone put in. That's where someone. And this is
Whoa.
where we got our ice cream, right, Mom?
It's going crazy.
Right, honey. It's going crazy.
Yeah, this one's sponsor.
Sponsor. It's the market.
Hey, you want to hear what I'm hearing?
I hear it right now.
What's it roll on?
Scan in there. Just curious. See if you pick up anything. Nothing. All right. Oh,
There's a little something over there. That could be
yeah.
the light from the
Yeah.
cars, car lights sometimes.
Still there.
Amen, hallelujah. Oh, good thing that. Cool off
That
for
was
a
nice.
second.
The humidity is killing me.
Oh, I know. I'm so not used to this.
Where are you guys from?
Connecticut.
All right.
What about you?
Well, we're originally from New York. Humidity in
So you're used to the humidity then?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, but it hasn't.
I pressed the button by accident.
All right, how's our word list? What do we got?
Recommend, construct, Elijah, 15, sponsor, Q, divorce, torture.
Divorce. I'm gonna ask all three cameras that you keep your cameras at a nice belly level, like just lined up with your belly. Go one way or the other
Can I turn
down
my
the
thing
alley.
on?
We're gonna keep you on mute. Yeah, we're gonna keep you running for the entire time that you're here. Because here's what's gonna happen. You don't want to just keep it within the circle. Just tap it. Yeah, you're holding it. Just tap it. There you go. I can see it.
Yeah, it's flashing.
So,
Go look over here.
footage we got out of the last one.
Gotta listen to him. What's he saying?
No, I watch to make sure the things like, tick, tick, tick.
Yeah, I can see the flasher on the front. So when it's solid, you're not recording when it's flashing you up. Other tours may come in here. In the event that they do, they're going to come out of that wall right where Andy and Stella are standing because there's a set of staircase right there. We are going to stay huddled over here. I'm going to stir things up by telling you what goes on over here, and then we're going to leave. So Amy, honestly, the best view for your camera make people feel weird because we are the weirdos. Welcome to Philadelphia Alley, everybody. But I think I went through all spirit boxes perfect because she and I were kind of talking along the way. This place used to be called Dueler's Alley. This is where some of the duels used to occur for the city of Charleston. So I say some of the duels because it was illegal in the 1700s, and this is, you know, one of the hiding spots for duels. So that's why we're here. Every ghost tour comes down here. This, again, I was going to take it out of my route just because it is kind of a staple for every ghost tour, but this guy follows me around town because I'm the only guy that can talk back because I have the gear. You're seeing the point. Now, here's how the story goes. I'm going to give you a few extra details just because you're ghost hunting. By the way, Robert, you're looking for an 8 or higher in this location. That's your baseline because of the lamppost near us.
Okay.
So I'll be super interested to see if we get another cold spot. That'd be super great. A doctor moves down here from Rhode Island. His name is Dr. Joseph Brown Ladd. In the event that the song Brown Eyed Girl comes on for the two of you, it's not coincidence. We get it all the time. We actually had it here last night. And I'm the one that caught it in the spot check. It's part of his name. That's why we get it. It comes up all the time. He moves down here because he's supposed to get married to his fiancée, Amanda. Amanda just inherited a lot of money from her dead parents, and she is an attorney, helping her out with all of the cash flow that she just got. The attorney thinks that Dr. Ladd is just after Amanda's money. He tells Amanda to get rid of the doctor. So Dr. Ladd moves down here to Charleston to prove that he's not after Amanda's money. He's going to make his own. On his way into town, he had a coachman that set him up to be robbed and killed. It's like having a really bad Uber driver in today's world. Yeah, right? I like to give good examples. So somebody was walking by and seeing what was about to happen because he knew the coachman. The somebody walking by was named Ralph Isaacs. I stop and say his name slowly because he has the same initials as where the doctor came from. Rhode Island, Ralph Isaacs. The letters RI were showing up all the time on your two spirit boxes, so I bought another device that acts just like a Ouija board with EMF like Robert's device. So it gives us letters instead of numbers. We've had RI about 7 times in the past year when I bring up Ralph's name. Now we know where it's relevant. Moving forward. Ralph tells the doc, dude, I know this guy, the coachman. He's going to try to kill you. Come with me. We're going to go to 59 Church Street where you can rent a room from friends of mine and you'll be safe and good to go. Doc took him up on the offer and the two gentlemen became friends. The longer the doctor stays here, the more money he's making. He's proving his point. He's not after Amanda's money. He's making his own. She gets wind of this. She's moving down so they could be married. Dr. Ladd then became known as the Whistling Doctor. This is why I hate the story. It's a giant cliche. Every haunted city you will ever visit is going to have a cliched whistling ghost. Ours just happens to be a doctor. Again, there's actual proof of this. We're going to get into that. So why are we in Dueler's Alley? Let's talk about that. Dr. Ladd and Ralph go see plays together. They can't sit next to each other because the doctor makes more money. That's the hierarchy of Charleston. He gets better seats. So they go see Richard III one night, and on their way home, they're discussing the new actress that was here in town, and Doc thought she was great. Ralph didn't. Their argument turns into Ralph insulting the doctor's fiance back home in Rhode Island, and it got really ugly between the two of them. They go their separate ways. Ralph goes to his friends at the newspaper after that and tells them to place an ad for him telling the whole city of Charleston what he thinks of the doctor. Kind of a, you're a disgrace to society kind of mentality. Doc saw this ad and rebutted with, let's go to Dueler's Alley. Somebody's gonna die, right? All this over an actress, and that's how the argument started. I just like to point that out.
The year is
1786. So the two gentlemen came down, back to back, took their 10 paces away from each other. They turn. Doc points his gun in the air and shoots his one bullet from his flintlock. He did not want to kill his friend. He just needed the courage to show up to the fight. Ralph has his one bullet still. He puts it in the kneecap on the doctor. Doc didn't die, but Ralph proved his point. He's still angry, not willing to forgive. Doc fell to the ground. His friends picked him up, took him home to 59 Church Street, where he died 10 days later on November 2nd of 1786 after refusing medical treatment. Two things. It's 1786. Gunshot wounds are a lot different back then than what we know of them now. Secondly, he's a doctor. He probably just thought he had lead poisoning and tried to bleed it out himself, but he failed because he died. Now, every tour that comes down here tells you to listen for the whistles. We have 3 cameras running plus my voice recorder. If we're going to capture a disembodied whistle, it's going to come from one of those 4 devices. However, your 2 spirit boxes, countless times. I don't look for it. It happens all the time because you're going to see my markers when I'm going through your spirit box. It's 1, 5, 10, 15. If it happens, we get the whistling part of a song and the word doctor from a commercial immediately after. Doctor. Again, I can't tell you how many times I've actually caught that. It happens all the time. So this guy does like to follow us around. If you're going to walk all the way through this alley without me, because I can't take you all the way through here, I've actually been kicked out of here. We're going to talk about that because that's the fun part of the story. However, if you walk through with the voice recorders from your phones looking for the whistles, just remember every local knows this story. Anybody walking up and down Cumberland or Queen Street, we all throw a whistle down this alley. It's just something we do here. So just kind of keep that in perspective. Do I have a couple of disembodied whistles? I have some. It's like a 90% chance that they're legit, so there's still that 10% chance that they're not. So let's talk about how I got kicked out of here. That's the fun part. Now, the alley didn't go all the way through. She's like, I'm going to film this shit. Don't worry about it. I talk about it every night. So I've already purged myself. You guys get the point. So the alley, there was a wall up there, halfway between us and Cumberland Street. the reason I stopped here by the gate, because I know the measurements. The wall was there because this used to be where they kept the livestock for the city of Charleston. It was called Cow Alley. This was before it was called Dueler's Alley. So cows, chickens, and goats are all down here. Why am I telling you this? The bricks down on the other side by Queen Street are older than the ones you're standing on. Those bricks are older than the ones you're standing on, and they're sun-dried bricks from slave children. There's a full handprint from a slave child in one of those bricks, and fingerprint swipes in others. I used to take my group all the way through here for a history lesson. Nothing paranormal about that brick. You guys already know how I feel about graveyards, right? So that kid's not going to be there. November 26, 2020, my entire group of 10 is huddled around that brick, waiting for something to happen with all the equipment that I gave them. So yeah, we do have some people walking up here, so let's just make sure we keep those cameras lowered. You're actually perfect. Nobody knows what the hell you're doing.
I'm just gonna film, and they're just gonna ignore us.
I don't want to stand over here next to
Yeah, so we are going to let them pass through when they get closer. So anyway, I'm trying to shoo them along. That kid's not there. And we're also standing outside the beautiful window of the mansion at the end of the alley. I'm just trying to be respectful. So I didn't realize we were out of bounds for tours. The new owner came out screaming. My daughter thought it was hysterical. She was on the tour that night. We're going to let these folks pass through. How you doing, guys?
Hey.
Good evening. Aloha. Yeah, send them love.
Exactly.
Anyway, London's like 13, 14 years old at this time, and she thought it was great that Dad was getting yelled at. So we just moved on. The next day was Thanksgiving. I don't tour on holidays, especially Thanksgiving, because I worked in upper management for Walmart before I started doing this. You all like to fight over towels on Thanksgiving, and you scarred me for life. So you guys got the point. The next day was the 28th. So I actually got a hold of my partner that I had at the time. I told him what happened so I could figure out what to do next. I'm freaking out because the rest of my route's that way. I can't do this again. So he's laughing at me just like my daughter, and he said, dude, you're only allowed to go down halfway. You got to reroute your group. So I said, all right, fine, we'll figure this out. So I didn't have anything over here, so quick research. I told my group that night, I don't believe in the next story, guys. Like, I've never had anything happen over there with my equipment, and I'm into vampires, not pirates. Now, the normal story that I would tell you at the next location is about pirates. However, that area is being monitored, which is why I'm taking you to that cemetery for the anniversary of what goes on there. However, before we left, somebody with a spirit box heard the name Anne. I didn't tell them which pirate we were going to be investigating. The female pirate, Anne Bonny. It was kind of a aha moment. Wait, there's more. We move around the corner. I told them what I did know about piracy in Charleston. Somebody else with a spirit box heard the number 300. I have no idea what that means. I do the research after writing everything down. We were there November 28th of 2020. Anne Bonny's trial for piracy was November 28th of 1720. The exact 300th anniversary of her pirate trial.
Ooh.
Yeah, I usually get that reaction, but I was actually quite pissed off. Let me explain. I have a master's degree in creative writing and a couple of bachelor degrees in different writing styles. Anything I do, especially with things like this, I need facts and data. Pirate stories come from pirate lore, which was written 100 years after the golden age of piracy. That's a problem for me. The reason why is because if you guys are finding like little tidbits and clues and breadcrumbs, I have to read 10 books to figure out if one breadcrumb is legit, to kind of verify and debunk a lot of things. I've read more books on pirates than I ever wanted to in my entire life, documentaries, video games, you name it. I've done them all. The problem for me now is that location is being monitored of, is it going to be permissible for tourists to pass through? So again, I did all of this research for 4 years to review a great pirate story and a great investigation for Anne Bonny, and it's been axed. So the next location that we're going up and around the corner to this cemetery, and there's an apparition up there. I'm going to tell you what happened to that apparition, but Bernadette's camera is going to be the major focus because it's an apparition. However, all 3 cameras will be filming the exact same thing. So in the event she finds something on there, I want to know if it came up cold. Did we have a stick figure that showed up with it? The whole 9 yards. So we're going to see what goes on there. Actually, you're on. That's how they go down.
Jeopardize you.
Exactly, that's the point. Yeah, again, it's residential.
We got you. We got
Before
you.
we leave the space, what words do we have on our word list?
We have yield, loose, competitor, boss, suspect, gift, consciousness.
Like competitor. That works here. We get that a lot. What?
Yep. Agriculture. And recommend.
I like the word like competitor. That one
Yeah,
works
that,
here.
yeah.
Let's spark the seas here and let this group pass through. Uh-huh.
You see it? Do you see it?
So I will tell you that picture I just showed you happened on the exact. I'm going to check out the footage of that to see it because I know what you're talking about. It's actually just belongs to the church.
They do?
Should we put our thing on?
Yes.
Run. Turn them on. Yeah, turn it on. Turn it on, Stell.
Alright, so Bernadette's camera, let's get her up here like front and center, just so we can get a view of the sign first, because it's kind of part of the whole damn
Are
story.
you allowed in here?
No, that's why we're outside of it. So your camera, the sign is right here, so you want to get your camera like literally right up on it,
Move out of the way, honey. Thank you.
and then you're gonna put your camera through the bars, and her grave, just so everybody knows, do you guys see where the cross headstone is?
Where's
in
she?
the back?
Yeah.
Where's
Hers
Stella?
is
Come.
just to the left, and one more row back. So all three cameras kind of get right up here on top of that gate.
The only ghost at
I know what
Saint-
you're saying.
The only ghost, Sir Sir
Go for it. Sure, nice.
Phillips,
I do this
the
every day.
Holy Ghost.
Mm-hmm.
John, join us. Join
At St. Philip's.
join us.
Crazy, that crazy.
Worship
That's probably the
Sunday,
best thing I've ever heard of this
8:15 a.m. or 10:30 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
Wednesday, 5:30 p.m.
Mm-hmm. 9:30.
Socials
Mm-hmm.
and learn about
What?
the
I just got
things
like a random like guy voice in the middle, like
You're doing
all the radio.
excellent.
in there. There's like
interesting
Mhm.
the Holy
Do you want me to
Ghost.
push it forward so you can see? Right here.
Senior.
Can you see it?
No, what is that?
And learn about the, what's that last word? Trinity, including the Holy Ghost. You did beautifully. Bravo, Stell.
yeah, she was getting full out things on her camera. She's been getting full out things on hers, like
Yeah, like people, like images.
like images, like
Yeah, that is interesting because there's not even the slightest bit of movement
yeah. You see it?
here. Yeah.
What's happening? What are you looking at?
See, there's a spirit over on the right. Oh, like over there. See that?
Animal.
See
No,
that, Stell?
absolutely. That's
Look
why
at there's a couple of spirits.
Oh yes, there are. Wow.
There's one right over there for sure.
Whoa. Robert, yeah, point it over there, Robert, to the right.
Oh my god, I heard a baby. I heard a baby.
Do you guys see the light there off to the left? The church put there on purpose, so that way nobody can come up here and take photographs without light flares.
Oh,
I heard a baby.
I heard you.
She keeps getting a lot of things on it. Is that
There are a ton of layers in there.
Oh, okay.
So I do a lot of screenshots in this particular location of that, just because there's trees, there's headstones. Obviously, there's a lot going on in there. So if I see something where it's going to stay put, obviously I'll take a quicker look at it and do a couple of screenshots and see what's happening.
I got the boy.
And I don't know the gender of the child, unfortunately.
What did you say before? It was
Look.
what did you say?
Look.
No, before that. Something about something of the Holy Spirit.
Oh, fruit of the Holy Spirit.
Mm.
No, the fruit of the Spirit. That's what it was.
Yeah, harvest.
Someone even talking?
You okay? Let's get you plugged back in.
Is that gonna be okay?
That's fine. Just drop off. You're fine. Don't worry about it. Hand me the end of your plug. Plug in.
You get anything good, David?
There you go. Back on.
Nothing.
I'm gonna go front.
What's our timers look like on your guys' cameras?
4 or 6.
I got 9.
Is that a word?
I didn't get any.
Fairly? Is that word? Is that
Yeah.
what? Oh, okay. Yeah, that is cool.
6 could be involved in one of two ways.
Wait, what if one of the ghosts comes out of the room?
I don't know.
Any words
We would
coming up for us?
see it.
Fairly, no. I think.
Look at all those movements. Stell.
Fairly harvest animal. Middle quick. Except domestic plastic.
plastic.
Plastic
A lot of
stuff.
a lot of those though, like are very like if you
Wait, if
put a store
someone
together out of
catches
all of
us
them,
doing this, do we get arrested?
no, we're not going to get you caught doing anything. A lot of them.
Do we get her?
Bored at this location from just holding it, so I don't make it too long for them.
Wait, how do you turn the volume up?
There's no volume. You have just the mute button. Remember? Just hit the mute button. That's it. It has to work with. There's a filter on there, so the volume has to be preset. Like there's no volume up or down.
Anybody come over for the baked potato sandwich?
W.
I'm watching when you were behind.
Yeah, there's
So
just.
that is kind of weird over here because some of them you're like, okay, yeah, it's picking up that, but that's like a body.
It feels that way, right? And it's been over there a lot. Like I've caught actually a person more so right on that side
So
too.
I'm going to tell you exactly what it's picking up. You want to know?
Is it picking up a headstone?
It's picking up the shadow. The shadow is an absence of light. So it's going to make it look like it's in front of something else, even though it's truly not.
Oh, okay. There's a lot of shadow.
That's what screenshots are great for. All right, seems like our cameras are about wrapping up, so go ahead and hit those stop buttons.
Ooh, capital agreement. November capital agreement.
Capital agreement. Ooh, I wonder if there's an agreement about
November.
capital in November or Mary Ravenel. Somebody wanted her dead.
Probably.
Equipment, and then I'm going to take everybody over there for like 5 minutes and teach them the history, and then we're going to come back and watch this unfold. Just hold on to that. Again, if you don't want to do it, well, fine. I said don't put anything on you.
Don't put anything on.
And we're just gonna listen to our earphones.
You can sit here and chat with each other.
Chat about life. I'm sure Stella will tell you.
Yeah, she could talk.
Here. So a couple of things before we get started. You guys need to know a couple of things. When you see your headset, because I'll get it set up while I'm talking to you number two. Did you guys figure out your blindfolds, by the way? They've opened up all the way? Nope, they're not rounded. They open up further than that. Let me show you. Just so, because again, I figured I was going to have ladies on the bench a lot. Right here in the center of the thin part, it rips. So now you have ear holes, and it's a Batman mask. You see it now? Yeah, you're welcome. I'm a gentleman. I got this. So here's what to expect. Don't put anything on just yet. You figure it out. The thin part right in the middle. So, your family members are going to be nearby. You're not going to be able to hear me. Your spirit boxes are going to be loud enough, and you're literally going to be telling me everything that you're hearing. So if you hear it, say it right away. Because again, you don't know what questions that I'm asking.
Is it the ones with radio chatter on it?
Yeah.
Oh.
If you hear the radio chatter, tell me what it says. Like, just say it in real time. You hear it, say it. Don't forget to talk. Now, you're not going to be able to hear me. So if you're too loud, you have neighbors. Again, I try not to make them angry. Your family members will tap you on the shoulder, quiet down a little bit. Okay, so if you're not loud enough, they may lift up your headphone and just say louder, just so that the rest of us can actually hear you. When we're done, because again, you don't know when we're going to be done, so you're going to tap you on the leg. That means you take off your own gear. I'm never going to touch you. Again, I let your family members do that for you. So again, remember to talk when you hear it. A lot of people get in there and they forget to talk, and it's like 5 minutes go by and they didn't hear anything. I'm like, you're hearing something in there. Remember, you're going to be seeing images in here. Just describe what the pictures are. So if it's 3 people on a bench, just say 3 people on a bench. So
That's
if
you,
like
Stel.
Yeah, you like to talk and talk and talk.
Yeah.
I think those descriptions are going to be great.
Exactly. You've got to be very
You're going to have 2 other ladies talking over you. They can't hear you. So just kind of make it short, okay? All right.
Got it.
Ladies, blindfolds, headphones, and then crank up those spirit boxes.
So we put these on.
Yep. Headphones first, or blindfolds first.
Blindfolds first. Thank you. Is this the right way? Oh, this is not, but do you have to put anything in my over?
Nope. Your headphones are going to hold that in place.
Okay, Stell, you're gonna do all the description. You gotta get your voice ready. You're doing all the talking. Your favorite role.
And it is 11:27. Turn those spirit boxes up so you can't hear me. I'll ask a few silly questions to make sure you can't.
Turn the volume all the way up.
Yep. Not all the way, but they'll burn their eardrums out. All right. Can you guys hear me? What color is a blue banana? Awesome. They can't hear me. Henry, I got 3 ladies on the bench tonight.
Who's Henry?
You don't know yet. Henry?
We started?
Yes.
Oh.
All you're going to have to do is look straight ahead. It will line up with you, okay? So if this doesn't fit over your tiny little cute head, just hold it up against your eyes, okay? You got this.
Crash.
Henry?
So starting now?
Yeah, we're good.
A
Okay, just
person.
turn it up so I
A
can't hear
person.
You got it.
A person walking through a hallway with stars on top.
Damage stars.
Did she just say stars?
Yeah.
She
With
did.
a galaxy, stars on top.
Okay, the galaxy is just there on purpose. I put that there. I'm looking for like pictures.
Look for pictures, Stella.
Yeah, wait for the pictures to come through. You might not have any. It might just be the galaxy all night. So if you get a picture, like,
Angels.
let me know. So Henry, I got 3 ladies on the bench. Let's start with your occupation.
Angelical.
John.
What was your job, Henry? Let's start nice and easy.
Someone writing.
So he's
pen.
negotiating.
A hand writing with a pen on a piece of paper.
Holler.
I can't.
That's
Can't
cool.
make this up.
That's cool.
Thank you, Henry.
Thank you,
First time
Henry.
you've given us an image that descriptive in a long time. I appreciate that. Henry, can you tell us what you used to write about or what style of... No, you didn't write about money. Can you tell us what style of writing that you
Ham
did?
and sausage.
Ham and sausage. Henry,
300 million sold. Religion.
Henry, what did you write about? By the way, if you get a word, let us know what it is.
Menace.
Henry. Love the image that was given through there.
Thank you,
Can't wait to see
Henry.
it for ourselves. Tell us more about your writing, because that's why we're here. I appreciate you giving us that. We're a large group here tonight. They're trying to learn more about you.
1035.
Gotta teach 30 days.
What is this?
You tell me.
Describe it.
It's big and red. It has like little
God.
rolly things. It has like a cup holder handle thingy. A big black hole, like some wood stuff that looks like things.
Can I ask you something?
Yeah.
Does any of that look like blood in the picture?
No.
Okay. You said big red thing, and you guys know where my mind was.
Yeah, yeah.
Red box.
Big red box. Okay. Henry, I'm not sure what this picture is. I'll have to see it for myself.
Free.
Anything else you see, Stell? Henry showing
It's
you?
just the stars and
Yep, the galaxy's there, so she doesn't fall asleep.
Gosh.
It's just kind of like ambient.
103.
Henry. Back to you, Sarah. Did you bring somebody else here with you? Is anybody else here with you tonight? Besides us? I'm still mad at myself for getting her name wrong. I apologize.
Saturday night. Jeremiah.
Henry. Who else came here with you? I don't know. I don't know anybody named Jeremiah. Henry,
He never leaves me.
Life is fake.
are we talking about the doctor? Can you say the word doctor at the top
Great
of that?
preacher.
He put the weapon.
Again, Dr. Ladd.
Hello.
His
Can
code,
you find?
his code word is purple. That lets me know that he's actually near us. Again, it's not a term you would normally hear on the radio, which is why I chose it.
a white face with a black robe
Question.
on top of a nursing bed with a knife at a doctor's place where the place that they rest.
I think she just gave us the answer to Clue, everybody. Like it's
I
the
know.
doctor with the knife.
With the knife in the hospital bed.
With a black robe and a white face.
Anything good?
Henry,
I don't know if it's about.
let's get back to you, sir. I had something in my brain of where I was going with things. Henry?
Who did Henry bring?
Well, Dr. Ladd will sometimes show up. That's what I was hoping for. And
Oh,
then
is
she
that-
said always by my side, but then she said the preacher. So I don't know who this preacher is. But then she gets the cloak and dagger.
Right.
Literally, cloak and a dagger. Henry, Dr. Ladd will come here from time to time. I know that the two of you probably run into each other. Dr. Ladd, if you're here, can you give us your code
He's
word, please?
moonlight.
Dr. Ladd, what's your code word so we know that you're actually present with us tonight? Lord. I'm not calling you Lord. Gentlemen, we've been doing this for about 5 minutes now. We're about halfway through. What else do you have to say? I've asked you a lot of questions so far.
Prime market.
Henry?
85.
Close, but no cigar. Dr. Ladd died in 86. Henry?
Back.
Let's get back focused on your work if you don't mind. If we didn't have many answers.
Time spinning. Blue wave spinning. No galaxy.
Okay, yeah, you changed it. Can you look up a little bit so you stop hitting the buttons on the bottom? There you go. Just look straight ahead.
Football.
Henry, tell us about your work. What did you write about? What style of writing did you do? These are just general questions, Henry. I'm not prying too hard. You should be proud of your work. Words, and go on, someone. Henry, tell us what you wrote about.
First. Learn fast.
Henry,
That's a good guess.
to read, just say the word home. No oblige. They would like another image though.
Rocks.
Sound.
Some window with white dots and stuff that looks like fish with lights underneath.
Henry, I don't know what those rocks and fish are. That's definitely not
Face.
dealing with the war. Can you tell us what war you served in?
Video sharing.
Henry, Dr. Ladd, we are running out of time. We're down to about a minute and a half. If you throw us one more image, we'll just wrap it up early and we'll get out of your hair. Pickle. That's a great code word. I should change that.
You should change it to pickle from purple.
Stop.
Might be
That's
the
happened
end.
before. Well,
Yeah.
right at the end. If I get something that concurs with that, I'll kind of take it as a sign. Henry,
Carve guy.
last word.
Just wait.
One more image. That'd be great before we kind of call it quits on this. I've asked you a lot of questions. Feel free to answer any of them.
Over and over.
Yeah, I ask them every night. It's the same stuff. I know. Sometimes you answer, sometimes you don't. Okay, Henry going once. Going twice.
Place your head.
Wow. Henry going once. Twice.
Ringing it.
What's funny is normally I ask what's going on, what sound are we hearing out of the church? So normally I expect the word bells.
Bells.
Because we've gotten it before, but it's almost like she's preempting the damn question. We haven't heard it while we've been doing the session, or else we'll
Right.
right away. Alright, let's go ahead and tap them out. Let's go ahead and tap them on the knee. Stella, go ahead and take that thing off your face. Let's take a look at what you got.